Okay, is it working? Is it? Okay, it's working. What's up guys, my name's Fansus, and welcome to the beginner's guide. Now my voice is a little higher on my last video now. Please make sure audio's on. Okay. Yeah, wait, did I? Wait.
Hi there.
No.
Thank you very much for playing the beginner's guide.
Skip. Oh my god, I accidentally. Okay, welcome to the speed one.
Aha. So, this, combined with the entering game from earlier, tells us that Coda believes his games are connected somehow. It could even be that the stairs game and the puzzle game are literally connected in between this and the entering game. There's a bigger picture that all of his games are meant to play a role in, some larger meaning.
There's a point where
that we won't be able to
skip the game because
we've seen all
oh, let me watch the video I actually do on it because I.
Down to the final floor of the level.
I'm gonna leave it. April. Okay, when April. Ah, true. That was easy. April. Okay, there you go. There we go. All the to see our left by other place. This is where we were last time. Well, there we go. Go check the things. I'm pretty sure it's working. Okay. Nice room. Not cool. I spent 10 hours coding the room actually.
I'm sure you can deduce this, but this game is not connected to the internet. All of the notes that you're going to see have been written by Coda.
Thank
This
God.
was actually the first game of his that I ever played. This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up. I saw him working on this very level, and it was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was like, I have to be friends with this person.
Hold on, I can't say that.
In retrospect, I think I was probably a bit too pushy, trying to get his attention. I was over enthusiastic.
Hello.
But he was very gracious about it and very patient.
Reasonable.
With me. And I cooled off eventually.
Everyone read this.
Oh, feel free to skip over any of these notes if they're not doing anything for you. Nothing extra is going to happen if you read all of them. Either way, to me they convey a sense of loneliness. I see this person who's filled with thoughts and feelings and beliefs and has no way to express them except as scattered and unheard voices in a game that wasn't meant to be played.
Do you feel like yeah?
But it's ironic, isn't it, that in playing this game and seeing how alone Coda often felt, that we get to know him better and actually kind of connect with him.
Oh, fine, first.
And I have to be honest with you, this idea is really seductive to me. That I could just play someone's game and see the voices in their head and get to know them better and have to do less of the messy in-person socializing. I could just get to know you through your work.
It's all another stage.
I think this is why I always liked Coda's games so much, is because it felt like they let me have that connection. I felt as though he was inviting me personally into his world. And then I feel less lonely too.
There's an acorn in someone's place. And they say as a look, I think that's supposed to be a reference to something, but a guy is looking for someone to talk with, looking for the wrong place. I refuse to believe. Why? I need to go to the freaking bathroom. Hey Lois, I need to go to the freaking bathroom. Yeah. Recognize me, please. No. There's stuff. There's nothing here. Go back. Don't listen to that guy. Well, I gotta read all these. A free T-shirt. Need other side door. Why you so? Make game includes door. Cannot open door. Thanks. Open sesame. Door now open. Well. Someday I'll meet the person who made this. Sure, fake person. I help people because you know. Oh my. Ah! New room. 2 times. Oh my god. Something for judge. It's something required, yeah. You can go to, I think. Yeah, don't bother. Welcome. Congratulations, I don't really know where to go with this. A game where you can leave notes and suddenly everyone poet. This is where I get off. I failed to write anything here. I am compelled. Stop, turn back. Proceeding further only result in misery. Take my hand, let's jump together. I can't, there's an invisible wall there. Code shapes our narration. Was that painted? Actually, I don't know. Does it matter if you get over there? Very good game. Hey, don't talk about me that way. What? I think I'm this. I think I am this is not going. I think I'm this is not going. I love spelling. Next time I'll do better. Well, good for you. I need someone to talk to. Good for you as well. Is this a note? No, it's a. Don't listen to the other notes. I won't. I compel to. I'm not safe. Good. Okay then. Today I learned you cannot fall off. Physical. I don't even know if I should bother reading the rest of these notes, but like, some have really good prosody, like stop faking it. You know, that. You know, I think my life would be completely different if I didn't read that. From up here, it just looks like dots. Over there, it looks like it was just dots. Art. Hey guys, how is it going? Just hanging. Oh, okay. The thing is, I think that's how it look. I think it's about how things look messy from up close and are perfect from far away. Hello, I'm trying to help. I'm trying to speak. You can't speak in this game. Whoever made this has this issues. Painting, what is it? Whoever made this has issues. I read that one. Well done, all of you. There's a singular note. I saw the person walking down there. Now it won't come back. You're just freaking me out. There's like a single dot there. Oh my god. Devil Tower Star. Who are all of you? We're all here. Stop pretending you're other people. Spoilers, it doesn't mean anything. Cambridge, Soda Nation, Cabbage. Okay. Devil Tower Star. It's about how the game is pretentious and all of you suck. Okay. Maybe I'll feel real someday. Okay. He was himself the most horrible creature you could imagine. Well, I'm here now. Yeah, we're all here now. There must be a reason for it, though. This is a terrible secret. He kept it well. I beat the game. Well, that's a lie. Okay. More room.
At the end of this level, we're going
Scared
to see
of
the
finals,
puzzle.
I've done with it, Judge.
And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means. Each of these games represents an idea that was on Coda's mind
escape,
at the
escape,
time
meet
that
and
he
escape.
and
You
the
cut up
puzzle
and spread
is a way
between
of
words.
closing the door on a previous
Almost
chapter
there.
of his life before
I've
moving
seen
on to
everything
the
in
next
Travis'
one.
world. I've never told anyone. I wish I said the world's in the real world. Oh my god, that scared me. Become one with this real nonsense. Downward, keep digging.
In each of his games, after exploring a theme that, he might find difficult,
you close your eyes and you wish for it real bad.
That he knows has a reliable solution.
Almost at the end, yeah.
Exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on.
Does this person have a solution? I'm JB for let you know. We'll do it. Help. How do you solve it? This doesn't make any sense. Second door won't open. Defo, answers please. Help. Help.
And because there's this dark area between the doors,
I'm
a space
back
between
to
spaces,
guys.
before you move on,
no
you get to
solution.
pause.
No solution. Guys.
Just for a moment. A few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here. To step back and connect the pieces together. To grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
That typo. That's why my ear. How do you all leave notes? Ah! Oh my, that is it, man. I hate this. He said something. There must be someone help me, please. There's a talking. Speak. Sounds like in JoJo when like it stands punching.
Okay, this one is tough.
What the
it's gonna kind of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
What the hell was that title? What the hell? Porn stars die too. I think everyone dies game. That's some. Wow. I'm pretty sure they're also humans. I'm pretty sure they also die. Door here. Let's just go down here and be painted. Something like that one SCP game. Is that well?
See, like, this is it. The whole game. And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway. Except, for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool. Here's version 2.
Oh. Furniture. Outlet content room. How about TV with surround sound? That's a table. So hang on a little bit. I would really like a washing machine. I love washing machines. I think we should buy a little bit. Sunlight ceiling, right? Open this baby up. That's a lamp. Table. You mean we have one here. What are you doing exactly? What are you waiting until? There's a table here! Why do we need one here? Oh.
There's a bit more to this one, but still, it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just this? Weird for weirdness' sake.
Get to the end. Get to the end. Let's go.
So okay, he throws it out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
Hello. Please walk forward. This card is able to escape from the present environment. First, click on the table. Good job, Doug. Go to the first time and click it slightly. Now, get to the full lamp of the room and turn it off and on. Now go to the left side sofa and move it over a little. Finally touch the shelves. Is it? Is a real prison escape will open and return to the spy back to your prison. Return.
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape. Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. and then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside. Let me just blink you real quick through a few more of these. I mean, he really unloaded on this prison
Jesus,
idea.
what?
Nearly a dozen. Personally, I think it's awful to watch this, to see a person basically unraveling through their work. And for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on? But Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop, that particular mechanism of defense against yourself. Without it, you just spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something. And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons. This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
What? It's not a version of the prison. Okay, I know there's like a video talking about this, but whenever I play like Source games, specifically Source games, and it's always a part when you're like alone, it's just you, I feel like someone is watching you. I feel like someone's like watching you from a distance, and I always have this uneasy feeling about it. I swear there's a video about that. Is there a video about that? Probably not, but still. Actually, yeah, I think there was actually. I'm pretty sure I watched it. I don't know. Anyways, why did I mention that? I don't know. Anyways, final version of the prison level. This isn't a prison level at all. Where's the prison? SMH, where's my prison? Go on trade.com like hashtag not my prison. When they cry. Hello? Who is this? Oh! Oh! Oh, I don't like that. Oh! I don't like that camera angle. I don't like that. Oh god! It plays into my whole playing Source game, someone's gonna be stalking you, Fear. Oh, I bet there's gonna be someone walking up or something. Hey, it's me. I meet you. Hey, it's me. You're me. Trapped in this person too. Yeah, was it?
It's a conversation.
It was in fashion.
And so this is what Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows. But the irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself. You know, all of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
If you're not me, then how'd you get a call from that version when you were trapped? How long first or something? Can you tell me how to get out? To get out, you have to be is to be sincere. Is he doing it to work with us? That's exactly what you mean to figure out an old sex game.
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay. Wouldn't that be nice?
August 2009. Okay.
So what would it look like?
I think we're gonna finish the game in this video. Okay, we're gonna do the rest of the game.
Someone other than himself.
Okay. Is it still recording? Yes, we've been recording for 19 minutes, so it's nice to know.
To me, this environment is meant to represent Coda's puzzle, with the two doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
Can we just...
Just so you're aware, nothing will happen up here until you've been inside the house.
Ah! They actually thought about it. Oh my god. They knew something like we was gonna be like, I don't want to do this, but okay, looks like we have to go in this house. Well, my goodness, it's glad as hell heck you showed up. Tonight maybe having to clean the entire house of my house. How miserable that would be. Looks like someone lonesome as hands has busy and lousy.
You'll notice that the quality of the art is a step up from previous games, including this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on. From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
This music reminds me of the Life is Strange music. Oh yeah, we need to play Life is Strange one day. That was one of the games I wanted to play, but it was on my old PC, so I knew the frame rate was gonna be like 5. But I do have it. I do have Life is Strange and Before the Storm. I have both of those games. Yeah, one day we should totally do that. Play like a live stream or something, but yeah, it's just this music reminds me of it. Okay. Something's going on. I would read all of this, but Jesus Christ, it is fast.
After the intense set of prison games, this house cleaning level almost feels like cleansing. It's the moment after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside of you, and eventually cohere into something meaningful. I know that Coda really liked this game. Of all of his work, actually, this was the only one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it. This was during a period of a few months where he was like grossly happy all the time, just walked around with a constant smile on his face.
We've already done this. I guess I should play on my time commentating. The pillows on the couch are real mess.
I'm glad he made
got
this.
straighten up a bit.
I'm glad he found some peace.
I feel bad for this Coda guy and the narrator. Did he? Okay, did the narrator tell us who his name? I'm not gonna call him the narrator and Coda. I feel bad for those two characters. I feel bad for those two. Coda. I can relate to Coda on a personal level, the whole game design thing.
But, of course, it can't last.
With being like, this is Phantom Studios, it's about to get deep. Whole game design thing. I like doing game design, it's just I never liked the products I've done. I've been trying to find an actual concept that works for me, and just being stuck in this loop. And this, the narrator, I can also relate to him being like, he had this friend and he feels he can't really do anything. He wants to do something for him, but he can't really do that. It's kind of impossible to. And
the music stops, your companion...
That's why I like this game, by the way. That's why I like it, because I can relate to it. Also, it's called The Beginner's Guide, and yet, once having not been given a guide...
Gone, it's time to leave.
The
door at the top of the hill is now open as well.
When I saw this...
Again,
oh my god, he speaks for too long! When I saw this game, I actually thought it was going to be like a guide to making games. Like, oh, this would be a cool game. No, it's a guide to be,
stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
Why is there a door there? There's a door there. We didn't go into there. Oh, the girl's spot's gone.
Which is the whole point of the puzzle doors.
Why with the lamppost? Why with this lamppost?
That sooner or later you have to pick up and move.
Why?
I really thought that was the point of it.
So there's a lamppost. There's always a lamppost. Like next level. Yeah, I obviously love members only places. What are these? What are these types? How did you come here today? Was it to improve your life? No, it's like a bad job. I was gonna get a drink. Hold on. I would read this, but like I said, too fast.
About halfway through the game, the perspective shifts. And you play as the teacher. And suddenly, you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are. Oh, and also you can move around the classroom now. I fell pretty hard for this one. I feel like it's one of the most relatable experiences that you can have. To assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every way, and completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human. I think about this game a lot these days.
Why is the music so happy?
This one took a lot longer than all the others for Coda to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one. That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this, and it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange.
Jeez. Jesus, this guy. Oh, why is the bowling pins? Step from the back of this. There's a lamp. Oh god, one!
The game ends with this eerie premonition of what's going to happen next in Coda's life. The solution to social anxiety, to fears of having to perform and having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away. Which is what leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game. You know, it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer. But what can you do? After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
Maybe he's taking all his, like, maybe he's taking all his time. Maybe he's taking all his time to, maybe he's making all his time to make the sequel to the Stair game. Oh, who knew? Where's the plot twist? Okay, please keep your eyes closed. We're not going to do that. What's going on? Help, I'm blind. Oh, we're dead. Hey, look, Lois, the door. Anyways, I have slight memories of what we were supposed to do in some of these levels, but...
You should probably open your eyes if you haven't already. It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise. And there is a solution, by the way.
I did it.
Like I said, I was getting concerned. First off, he's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking. So where's that coming from? But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore. And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time? It was that kind of thing. Here was the point in my relationship with Coda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way. His games are going to get more desperate from here on out. After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
Jesus. Is my boy just like... Oh, I'm blinded. What is this? Oh. Well, there's another one. How did I get... Is that a person? How lovely. It's been a long time since I talked to anyone. What's wrong? You look lost. I'm completely out of ideas. No, it doesn't look like I have ideas. Oh no. What happened? Did something change? There was a machine that kept me going and it stopped. Wait, are you looking for a machine? I think I know what it is. It isn't far. What? 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 I can take to it, but there's a problem. It's called by difficulty. It's about frustrations. They have yourself also turns it up to 11. Deal.
Now, put yourself in my shoes.
Deal.
Here's a friend whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even. And yet, still, he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for? Because from my perspective at the time and just what I knew of him, this was a result of how isolated he was. He was in his own little bubble, just sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet, and so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground himself on. You can't talk yourself out of loneliness. It doesn't work that way. You can't be the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
Okay, I'm actually, this is scaring me actually, I'm getting chills. Getting chills, the quiet room doesn't help. Also, relatable, oh my god guys. Top 10 relatable beginner's guide moments. This is not joking though, this is actually genuinely sad. This is genuinely sad.
Unhealthy to me. I was watching him do this to himself, and I hated it. I hated seeing him so trapped. It's like, video games are not worth this amount of suffering. This is someone I really cared about. And I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this, it was the worst thing for me. I don't know. This is what I felt at the time. I don't know how else to explain it. I wanted it to stop more than anything. I had never felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this to stop. But it didn't stop. After finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
The Machine. Where the hell are we? I'm glad you're here, arrived safely. We captured the machine, it's waiting for you now. You begin interrogation whenever you like. I intend to be quick. Very good. We warned. Someone called the press, we might have a different intention on this one. Also, one more thing you should know about the machine. It calls itself Coda. Shut up. That's a pretty cool model. You
And of course, it's the machine.
You stopped feeding us. Imagine those people out there. Imagine what pain you put them through. Something once. Here's what needs to happen. You go apologize to them. You go and apologize to them. No. Nothing. Alright then. I'll speak to them for you. My followers, it falls to me to deliver the bad news. The machine will not apologize to us. Look at this Unity Asset Store map. But this is not important. We are stronger than it thinks we are. Let us pay for it retribution. Follow me and we will destroy the machine. It works. Is that the Half-Life 2? Coda! Your work dies here! What are you scared of? Having to live out your precious creation? How are you gonna deal with yourself?
And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that Coda is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation. And so, as I'm thinking this, I realized that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for it? If he could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work? So I started showing Coda's work to people. I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all is just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
A cutscene! We did it, boys! He coded a cutscene. Put down your weapon.
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do? Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need. To be told that my work is good. That I am good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something... I really felt like I'd done something good. Like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this...
Okay, something's telling me that the narrator guy is acting kind of sus, and I think he's the bad guy actually. Well, I mean, yeah, sure. If you want to send your friend's work to someone, you know, that's great. You know, you're helping. It's the thought that counts, I guess, but still. That feeling you get when, like, I have to be extremely careful with this drink.
Gift, maybe I could fix the problem. When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy. So beautifully, beautifully happy. So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while.
Okay.
So this is June of 2011.
Jesus.
And I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made. So let's take a look.
We did it, boys! The Tower! We're about to see the climactic finale.
And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, The Tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game.
I mean, yeah, there's no thingies. Feels very intimidating.
This room actually has a maze in it. Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible. And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise, so the experience is really miserable. The game goes beyond not being meant to be played, it actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all. But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
Oh, okay.
And to be fair, it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable. Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever. I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end. But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze?
Oh god, puzzles.
The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code. Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
1 5 1 6 1 7. Why do I feel like very ominous? I feel like we're about to fight like a boss or something.
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges, and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress. And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely, just saying, you know, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem. I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem. But I can open this door for you, so let me do that.
Yeah, do that, please. Okay, let's commence on to the
game?
final game.
I don't know why I wouldn't.
This
be.
is
It's
the
not
final
like
game, but
everything
shush.
needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why.
Okay, I feel like the objective is such a very simple.
I remember, it's June of 2011. I'm playing this for the very first time. And as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is. It wasn't the guy I knew, it wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them... I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times.
I like it how this game begins with like a Contra map and look where we are now.
To please just tell me what his games mean to him.
Like Jesus.
I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean.
Actually, yeah, what does that mean?
And he wouldn't.
I want to know what that means.
I just felt so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy. It was that I needed to see myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me. But he stopped and left. And it felt somehow like I had failed. Where did I screw up?
I'm sorry, actually. I'm genuinely starting to feel bad for this guy. Really? Dear Davey, thank you for my interest in the game.
I'm the reason that you stopped making games, aren't I?
Shut up! I'm trying to read it! Dear Davey,
Because of what I did. I poisoned it for you.
Shut up! I'm trying to read it. Dear Davey, thank you for my interest in my games, but I ask you not to speak to me anymore.
I don't think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... it felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable.
Where's my phone to shut up? I wonder at times when, rather, I think I'm making these games for you. You infected my personal space, and that is possible that I began to plant solutions in my work somewhere hidden between games. If there was an answer, meaning, would you make it any happier?
They treated me like I was important.
We start making these games showing people against my wishes.
Had to say. Even though I was showing your work, I felt good about myself. Finally. For a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
I know you're having like a... Okay. If there was an answer, a meaning, would it make you any happier? Would you stop taking my games and showing them people against my wishes? Giving them something that is not yours to give, violating one's boundary, kiss some space. Would you stop changing my games? Stop adding lampposts to them? It was one of the fucking lampposts. Are you kidding me? Would you simply let them be?
And I didn't have anything left to show people. I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all. Nothing. Less than nothing. What does that mean?
When I'm around you, I feel physically ill. You desperately need something and I cannot give it to you. I literally do not have it. Struggling to come up with something new ideas is not making me depressed. Low parts are just the process. The fact you think I'm frustrated or broken says more about you than about me. I realize that doesn't make any sense to you just yet. Which is fine, you're not my problem to solve. But I do hope that one day it clicks and that you make peace with this thing you're wrestling.
I'm afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
What the hell? Okay, well, bug number one, you can find me there. And when you finally see it, what I'm talking about, I don't see anything.
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work. Is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up. If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again? Because I need to feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in. I mean, is something wrong with me? Because I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work, but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. I want to know I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
Epilogue. Are we going to someone's funeral? I mean, the game looks nice. Well, that's the Half-Life 1 train.
More love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more. It's like a disease. Solution. Solution. I guess if someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate.
It was all about the
told so
prison
many
game.
people that he was depressed.
It was all about the prison games, man.
Maybe he just likes making prisons.
Man, you told the whole reason this thing started because he was like, no more prison game for you. How dare you? How dare you make a prison game?
Even now, the disease is telling me to stop.
Oh,
don't show people what a shitty person you are. They'll hate you.
Are we doing this for? Oh.
If I knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be? It's strange, but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like. What now? I think I need to go. And I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, work on this
I have
tiny
a lot that I
panel,
need to
please.
make up for. And so I'm just gonna... Okay.
This game nearly has me tearing up, man. God damn it. The real question is the floor going up or is he just dragging them out down? Back here again. It's really only one direction now, and that direction is to go up. It's the whisper machine. That was his first proper game. It all comes full circle, I guess. That this was his first proper game, and now this is one of the last things he's seen in his first game, and now this is one of the last things you're gonna see in his last game. Why do you think that's kind of poetic? To have this be the end. I don't know why. But before you go flying. What the hell? You're gonna be in that maze for a long time. Jesus Christ! What is this game? What was that ending? What the what? This is the end? Or this is the epilogue? Move? No, I guess we'll just... yeah. Hey look, he fixed the skybox textures. Good for Coda. Good for Coda. Is that it?
Turn back.
For R.
Turn back from this cave.
I feel like this is gonna get me copyrighted. For R. What the hell does for R mean? R! This product would be impossible without the following individuals.
Let me keep going. But the cave
Turn
goes
back.
miles
Went by him, followed by him.
and miles and miles. And you're so tired.
Additional thanks.
But I know that you're strong. So turn back. Turn back.
Well, that's been the beginner's guide. Jesus Christ, we've been recording for an hour. Oh my god, I should probably stop recording. This is gonna be a while to push. Yeah. Well, that was the beginner's guide. How do I own game? Okay. There we go. Okay, I fixed it. So yeah, that was the beginner's guide. Very symbolic game, I can tell from the game, and it was good. It's a really good game. If you want, I was gonna say if you want to play it for yourself, but then you've already technically seen me play it, so what's really the point? But yeah. Yeah. But yeah. Guess I'll see you next video.